In this video, we're going to go over a little tip in regards to gutter cleaning. Okay, so whenever we have cleaned a house prior, in the not too recent past, maybe within the last year, 6 months, not too long ago is the short story, or a home that doesn't have like much coverage, right? This home has like no trees in the front, at least there's a couple trees in the back, but really those are a couple indicators that that home has very little debris. Is if there's no trees in the proximity of the house, or the trees are too low, they're not above the gutter line, because obviously they're not going to be the proximity and they're not going to be able to drop many leaves in the gutters in that case. And then secondly, if the gutters were cleaned recently, i.e. like in a year or 6 months, when we had it last on record, those are good indicators that this home doesn't have much debris. That was the case for this house, where we cleaned this house actually like 6 months ago, and she wanted to get the gutters cleaned because we're anticipating rain. And I checked the gutters. I put my ladder up, and I'm like, man, like this section of gutter had very little debris, and that was a good way to eliminate having to get on the roof, because by default we're going to get on the roof. But that's a good way to judge, like, okay, this home doesn't seem like it has much debris. So in this case, I just decided to do it from a ladder instead of getting on the roof, because it was just better. Because then you can just skip the sections that have like no debris. Maybe it's got like some of the roof granules that shed off the roof. Collect those, but that's a good way to expedite the cleaning process, because we're going to skip sections that don't have debris. Really, like there was a couple of sections with debris in this case, but that was more efficient. I didn't have to get on the roof, risk damaging the roof potentially. In this case, it was just a better solution. Do it from the ladder because I had very little debris. Use your best judgment when deciding to work from a ladder or work from a roof. But that's a good way to do it, because I cleaned this home not too long ago. They don't have many trees, so I put my ladder up, checked, and then I just moved it over little by little. So use your best judgment, but that's a pretty rare situation where we don't have to get on the roof. It's just better to do it from a ladder in this case.